Hello and welcome everybody to Let's Play Hand of Fate. Or is it Hands of Fate? Plural or singular confuses me sometimes. Hands of Fate, or Hand of Fate, is a game which was in early access until recently, and then it fully came out, and now I'm going to Let's Play it. Now, I'm not going to be explaining what the game is and how it plays at all, basically. Reason being, we're going to be Let's Playing it, and you'll sort of see how it goes. I've completed the first mission. Not the first mission, the first sort of game, if you will, of the many within this
good.
roguelite-ish.
Now you understand the basics. We can begin in earnest. Your hero is returned to his beginning items. Our decks are reset. Welcome to the cabinet, home of the members of my court.
Yes, this is after the first mission that you, well, after the first card game that you get just thrown into without any tutorial. This is like the first actual time I get to click story mode, basically. So there are, in total, this many bosses and this many of these things on the side. I've killed the Jack of Dust, now I need to kill the Jack of Skulls. And it is 3 times 2 skulls and 3 times supplies.
Time for you
good.
to face my undead army. Meet the Jack of Skulls.
Now we're going to build our deck. And again, use a recommended equipment and encounter deck. No. Reason being, I'm going to be building my own deck. Right, no need for 2 axes to don't really like them. Let's see what we can get. Desperate measures. Oh, it's new and unknown, so we need to put it in. Alright, everything that's new and unknown we're going to put in. Let's see. Need 2 more if I'm correct. So, a mercenary contract I will take. A regular sword as well. Actually, why a sword? Why not an axe? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this will be our equipment, right? Back. And that's 12 out of 12. Next, we get the encounters going. Oh boy. Goblins with the Jack of Skulls has to be in there. Yeah, it's locked. All right. These are the equipment is what we're going to come across in the actual card game. The encounters are various areas in the game that we're going to have to fight, I suppose. The Twisted Canyon, Wind Trail, Devil's Choice, Local Peasant, or Rover. I want to go with Devil's Choice because it sounds interesting, even though it might make the game harder for me. There we go. We've built our deck and the Jack of Skulls, and we're going to start the game. Right.
I will add my own cards to the deck. How boring life would be without a little spice.
Yeah, he adds his own cards to the deck, which is scumbag. Alright, this is how the game plays out. So, even though I said I won't be explaining it, you sort of get these cards, get those cards, and it's very much dungeon.
Play for life and
Dragons-esque.
death. Prepare yourself.
So we make the first move. Twisted Canyon.
It lives in every game. That initial moment where things begin. I have worked on these cards all my days, and the canyon has been there from the outset.
Yes, he says every time, well, not every time, but most of the times he says something completely new about the card that you get, so it's very not repetitive, and the narrator himself, well, I suppose we can call him the main antagonist here, is just an incredibly interesting person. Now, I am going to be voice acting these because, well, I do like to think that I have a particularly interesting voice for most people on YouTube, and it's kind of boring if I just sort of go, yeah, next. So, I'm going to be voice acting these. You see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. The walls of the canyon are covered in thick vines, perfect for climbing. Well, we're going to climb down and retrieve the weapon, and we have a 1 in 4 or 25% chance of succeeding.
A choice. Select your desire.
I can sort of gauge time and space relatively okay. I believe that this card is the one with the failure on it, I think. I'm not sure if it completely randomizes them or you can actually track this card. But I'm going to click on this. Yeah, it was that one. Alright. So you can, in a 1 in 4 chance, you can actually, like, track the card itself. And see where it is and not click it. Alright. Well, actually, 3 in 4. We have a 25% chance of failure, or a 1 in 4 chance of failure, and 3 in 4 of actual success. Alright. Mathematics out of the way, thank God. Climb down to retrieve the weapon. Very carefully, you make your way to the bottom of the canyon. You retrieve the weapon from the ancient corpse. Draw 1 weapon card. And we get a sword. Oh God, I wish it was an axe. But 0.3 damage, it's a good starting up item. We have a 20 damage rusty axe. The sword is better, so yes, we don't
Really?
equip it.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yes. Is that a mistake? See, this is the type of stuff I'm talking about. This guy is fucking... This guy, man. Stairs.
Head downwards, if you dare.
Turn away from the stairs to keep exploring. Yes, because we need to do the rest as well. I like to do them. And it is the captain of the guard.
I always thought it was best to avoid the problems of others. I see you have no such concerns.
No, I do not.
There's a token in it for you if you win.
Ooh, see, it tempts you with this, and of course I'm going to do it for the token. Alright, two of skulls. Oh god. I didn't voice act them. Shit. Alright, sorry. I sort of missed it. I was looking at the cards I'm going to have to face. Stranger! He calls out to you as he throws his weapon towards you. Here, take my mace and put an end to these monstrosities. Referencing the skulls. And it's a mace with conveniently...
It's a lump of iron on a stick. Not terribly subtle.
Equipment with this strength strikes fear into the cold hearts of the undead. They will sustain more damage and may not be resurrected around such holy relics. Good. We are going to equip it because it is much better at dealing with skull enemies, as well as the Jack of Skulls, which we're going to face. So yes, we can fight this and beat this. And this is the sort of live action brawling element of the game that you're going to see right now. I keep thinking that the audio is way too loud, and I'm sort of yelling over the audio a little bit because I'm not sure how it will come out in the end. I just hope that it will be sufficient enough that you can hear the game. I'm afraid, Mr. Wayne. The guy does give me a bit of a Bane impression, doesn't he? I mean, think about it. He does, well, not really, but he does seem like the type of guy that could actually play in a Batman game and play as Bane. Well, just a little bit, maybe. Alright, we haven't lost any health, and we beat them, which is pretty good. Good work putting them... Nah, I'm not going to do an American accent. Let's try that again. Good work putting them to rest. Keep the mace. We have enough back at the Kaaba, he says, slowly standing. We've been hearing reports of undead in our kingdom recently, and I came back to investigate. He stops to look around at the bone fragments. More of them here than I suspected. Some new horror must have decided to settle in these parts and brought its minions. I must head back to the capital to report this to the Duke. Watch your step, friend. There's something more powerful at work here than just these skeletons. This card token is now
yours. The token is yours. Well done.
If you beat the game at the end, you pick these coins up. I guess we could call it a dungeon. It's not really a dungeon, but it is a card game, quite literally. So if you beat the game at the end, you get these tokens and unlock new stuff. If you lose, obviously, they all go away. One more step. And is the maiden.
Fair Merith. I'm not surprised to find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories.
I love this narrator, I swear to God. He would have either broken or made the game. He just completely made it 100% more awesome. Full props to the voice actor, he's just amazing. Alright. One day in a shady forest you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. I am Merith of the Forest Folk. My people have long helped the mortals of this realm. What would you ask of me? Gold, supplies, or longer life. Last time I went through this, which the last game I've played, I went with supplies, and I think supplies is genuinely good. Gold is great if we make it to the stairs and go to the shop, but that means that I'm going to be spending gold to buy food, probably. So I'm going to ask for supplies. The dealer draws you 2 food grain cards. Food grain is supplies. Don't be confused by the grain. Food gain, sorry, not grain. Food gain. Don't be surprised by the food. There's different supplies in there as well. It's not just food. Although we just
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
And another 3 food. But there is also something else other than food in there. It is rarer though. So we're going to go back here, here, and the stairs.
Deeper towards our foe.
Yes.
Many have reached this far. Further, in fact. I do not know if you have what it takes to do better than they did.
Which makes you think they've been murdered horribly at the end of the game. And it seems like an innocent car game at the first, you know? At first sight. It seems like, well, it's just a car game, but there's something much deeper and much more mythical and mysterious in here. And that's the charm of this game. It doesn't tell you a whole load. You sort of discover it as you go. A maze of traps. Oh god.
And the hope of treasure. It's all I could ask for.
We have 100 health, so yes, we're going to enter the cave. I didn't voice act the maze of traps, did I? I didn't, like, read it out. Well, it's pretty obvious what it is. It's a maze of bloody traps. And we're going to try and get through it. Oh, fuck. Alright, this doesn't seem too difficult. Just follow that thing, and it doesn't seem too difficult. Alright.
Now we begin to raise the stakes. The arena itself will fight against you. Beware of my traps.
Oh, come on. Oh, whatever. Oh, smart. I'm actually very smart. Please stop bringing me. Oh god, that is not fair. That is not fair. That was nowhere near enough time. Break these pots. No, I'm not Link apparently. I can't break these pots. I have an idea that is potentially very deadly, potentially not so deadly. That was actually pretty smart. No move! Oh god. Excellent, excellent! We've made it through and we've lost 20 health, which is not that bad. Considering this is the first time I'm doing Maze of Traps, it's not that bad. 3 gain cards. I should have went for gold with the maiden, but obviously I had no way of dealing. I had no way of knowing that I would gain this, so there we go. Armory, draw 1 equipment. That's very good. That's what I'm talking about. It's not only food.
I'm impressed.
That is an awesome
you
mace.
Select these sorts of weapons.
Yes,
nobody ever
that is an
anticipates
incredibly good
being in
mace.
peril.
Alright, gain 30 gold. Holy shit, that was very worthwhile. And 15 gold more. That is a shit ton of gold. And we gained the card token as well. That is very worthwhile. That was a great place to lose 20 health at. We gain 5 health as we proceed as well, which is very important. And a travelling mage. I've never met a travelling mage. In a shady grove between the trail, you find a travelling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Mages selling specific items that they've encountered in faraway lands. Their price can be high, They also pay well for anything that catches their interest. There's no negative to approaching the shop, so we are going to do it. Greetings, wise traveller. I have much to offer you. It's not that good. I know, but it's better than just staying silent and not voice acting any of this. So I am going to voice act some of it. Sorry if you're annoyed by it. Alright, and here we are. I like how he pops out of the card. It makes it, you know, makes you aware that you're not in this, you know, it's just a card game. Or is it? Ooh. A dragon ring. Receives plus 50% max health and full healing after every fuck my life. That is bloody powerful, and only 33. Hag's Wraps. Each strike inflicts a curse, slowing and weakening your opponent. When you draw supplies, instead draw 2 and pick 1. That's a cap. I'm gonna go for the ring. It's like plus 50% health and stuff.
The key to success is specialization. The more specific the intention, the more channeled the power, and the more dramatic is the result.
Alright. I'm then going to sell the sword.
The most fundamental symbol of might for an age.
Yes, okay, sell the sword and sell the weaker mace.
Prepare for bad times, savor the good.
It's a token, so no, we can't sell the mace. It's a token mace, so we're not going to sell it. Alright. We can buy food, but we have 8 food actually. It's not that much food, but we're not going to buy food right now. Do you want to leave the shop? Yes. Alright. As I said, I'm going to try and not talk over the narrator at all, but can be difficult sometimes.
I'm stuck.
Apologies for the cut in the video, but according to Murphy's Law, is it Murphy's Law? I'm not sure, but there was someone at the door. Anyways, let's not talk about it. Mr. Lionel, I have no idea what this is. Whilst enjoying your evening meal at the local tavern, oh god, a strange old man takes a seat next to yours. He oh, I actually know what this is. I've encountered it in the first dungeon, first game. He taps your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention, and he notices that you notice that he appears to be a goblin poorly disguised as a human. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with this wizarding wand of my own creation. I don't have 20 gold. If I did, I would give him. Ask him what he needs. I'm just going to give him bread like last time, and he gives you something remotely useful. He considers the bread seriously before placing it carefully in his coat pocket, seemingly satisfied. We lose 1 food, obviously. Mr. Lionel taps his staff on the ground and a shield materializes at your feet. There you go, old bean! He smiles a warm grin that reveals his chipped and yellow teeth. Your face reminds me of my... Your face reminds me of my son. I haven't met you before, have I? It's very mysterious. Very mysterious. And yet a shield.
A strong left arm is as important as a strong right arm, after all.
Yes, yes, the shield's good. Alright,
were you hoping this was the end?
We shall take the stairs.
No.
Go forward!
Another
on
floor
the next part of the
awaits. Good. Now all you need to do is find and kill the Jack of Skulls, and we can progress.
Perfect amount of food. Holy shit. Alright. But we can't go back though, which is a bit of a problem. We're on full health again. Bandit attack.
Our bandits are displeased with your challenges.
A group of bandits suddenly attacks you. The King of Dust isn't happy about you killing his men. The dealer draws you 1 monster card. Just 1 monster card? Alright. 3 of Dust. That's not that bad. Ideally it would be 2 of Dust, but you know, it's just 1 monster card. It could have been 2. Alright. Let's go and fight then. We start over there, we start over here for these cards. So there's all our equipment. I like how we sort of like throw our cards onto the equipment and everything. Skeletons and the undead, but this is pretty good as well. Like the mace is pretty heavy, pretty high damaging, and the shield is great. Is a great addition to have. So yeah, it's pretty easy fight. I'm not gonna lie. Among the bodies, you find a scrap of parchment with rough descriptions of you, plus an offer of reward from the King of Dust. The dealer draws you one gain card, and we've gained 25 gold. That's actually great. I don't know what happens to gold at the end of the game. We'll see, I suppose. Dead Man's
It's enough
Forge.
to put you off crossing at bridges like this. Surely there's an alternative that would leave you less exposed and vulnerable.
It doesn't say the same thing every time, which just makes the game extra charming. On crossing the ancient rope bridges of Dead Man's Gorge, you hear a sound of movement from below. It's an ambush. Ambush! And two of skulls with a strange marker on it. I'm worried about the marker, to be honest. I'm not sure what it is. Alright. There's our character, his shield, his mace, his inventory. Great. Let's go. It's just like tougher than regular ones. If I have one thing about the game,
I did not realize you were such a fearsome adversary. I will bear that in mind.
yeah, just one complaint I have is that they're pretty damn easy. You gain 3 gain cards from killing 2 pathetic monsters. I mean, ooh, great!
An excellent way to turn an injury into an asset. Armor
Right, I needed an
protects you
armor. I
from
mean,
damage.
anything else would
The
not
best
be that
armor,
great.
of course, does so
3
much
food, just
more.
more of an insurance policy, and 25 more gold. We have a ton of gold. If we end the game and like it somehow benefits us, that's great. Never mind, I'm gonna spend it all on the shop. In a shady grove of the beaten trail, we find a merchant looking to travel with wandering adventurers. We've already seen this. Approach the shop. Greetings, wild traveller. I have much to offer you. We've already seen this. I'm not going to pay too much attention to it. In just a few minutes, we shall end this video, as in we'll beat the game. So, you know, bear that in mind. A shield, which we already have, an axe, or a mercenary contract. Every successful strike drop gold. An axe, not that good. Or a shield, not that good. I'm not going to buy anything. I'm going to save my gold. And I'm actually going to... Can I sell something? There is this mace I can sell. It's not a token mace. Yes, I can sell
Perfect
this.
for bludgeoning the undead.
So, you know what, we're going to keep all of them, these items, and we're going to not buy anything. The reason being is we're going to save up gold for the end of the game and maybe gain something out of it, hopefully. Ambush.
What did you think would happen with a card called Ambush, eh?
Well, fair enough, mate, it's pretty self-explanatory. A slight rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in grave danger. Draw 1 monster card. 3 of dust again. Alright. Oh, easy. As long as it's not like 2 monster cards, I'm pretty confident that I won't take any damage. Some green bandits again. Let's see. Alright. What can I say? Bane kicks ass. You can't counter them, but I mean, there's really no reason to. Combo is just like oh god. Alright. Heal up as we move on to the top side, so. Actually, the ring was quite healing. I'm not that worried. Thing is, I wasn't careful. I was just like getting through it as fast as possible. I'm not exactly being all too careful, so While searching the area for anything worth, you realise that one of your opponents is only pretending to be dead. Sneak up and kill him. Oh god. Alright. It's that one. I wasn't sure which one it is, to be honest. Equipment, weapon, words. Equip. I'm not gonna read it. Fuck, no, I will read it. A quick, thank God, a quick weapon blow to the head fixes that. You finish searching the area. Dealer draws you 3 game cards. This is ridiculous. Let's read
Artifacts
nice.
provide powerful special abilities to use in combat, but it takes time to ready them. One of my cards.
15 health.
A small
That's pretty
benefit.
good. So we have everything we need to get.
I will not be so graceful for long. The undead. Of all the players in the game,
quite literally everything.
These are the most dangerous in the world,
there's the 2 tokens
yet in
we get
no
if we use
natural
them,
form.
on top of the original
A
two we
wrongness,
have.
an error, cheating.
Very sorry, I slightly talked over him. I'm pretty sure you can still hear him. Alright, then, the Jack of Skulls plays with a 4 of Skulls card. It's a pretty difficult fight now. Well, it's like the most difficult in the game thus far, so. There we go. There's our character.
Shots from rifles cannot be deflected. You would do better to avoid them. Are you agile enough?
Of course I am. Alright, oh shit, it's actually only damage. Not that important. Good. Why am I doing this in a sort of risky fashion is because I'm not exactly caring too much about the health situation of me. Particularly easy fight, if I'm honest. Unless there's more somehow. No, that's just the end. Alright, let's do fight and maybe there's something there. Nope, there's nothing in here. Alright, did I miss any gold? Mind if I still the wrong? Hope not. There we go. That will be the end of this particular game. Not this game, this card game.
Ah, well done. Well done indeed. But you have roused the dead in their dusty tombs, and even I cannot say what will come of it. Now our wager becomes more interesting. Will the tools you've earned suffice to address the challenges I pose? That is the question, is it not?
It is. The 2 maces are not going to help, though. This might. You sort of like reap the rewards of what you've done at the end, which is really fun, I think. We have 100 gold at the end of this. This is fucking awesome. The Dust of the Queen of Dust, the new boss fight that we've unlocked, which is pretty good, and 3 new encounters. Helpful Priest. I hope he's helpful. I hope that's not sarcasm. And the last token is Helmet, Consuming Shame, Angel's Wings, and the Frost Fang. I think these are pretty good, from what I can see. And there we go, that will be the end of this card game. You start again and you go with the next boss, new encounters and stuff, and we're going to do that in the next video. Thank you all very much for watching. Please remember to like and comment down below if you liked the video, and if you want to stay tuned for more of this, then click that subscribe button. I will see you next time, and until then, take care.